Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf. I just got done filming a video here at Johnny Roberts Disc Golf Course that you guys probably saw last week, and it was one of the worst rounds that I've ever played here. No, the worst round. So we have to do a little bit better for today's video, and to do that, we have a dog toy. Like, I think this is literally a dog toy. It's a Latitude 64 Opto Bite. It's kind of like a Sonic. It feels like a Sonic, but even bigger, I think, around. I don't know the flight numbers, and I'm not gonna look them up because if I don't see them, I kind of like not knowing them, but I've heard it's very flippy. It feels like the rim curves in, so it sits, instead of sitting your hand flat like most discs, like this, it sits like down. So it's gonna be very interesting to throw. I think it just wants you to release it on hyzer because it knows it's gonna flip up, but here's our current leaderboard for the Johnny Putter reviews. But these are all one disc rounds, so whatever I'm throwing, I'm also putting with. So we'll see how this goes. I'm actually kind of excited because I really like watching hyzer flips. Want to give a shout out to Another Round Disc Golf, not a sponsor, but they did hook me up with this disc as well as the one for the last video I just shot. They're one of my local shops here in Denver, and I just stopped in and saw these weird things. They're like, yeah, go shoot a video with it. And I think I heard laughing under their breath, so we'll see if this is any good. All right, this first shot is gonna tell us a lot. I feel like it's a 2-speed rather than a 1-speed. It might be a 1-speed, but it feels a little bit bigger around the rim. Slight wind pushing us this way. Oh, that's glidey. I was hoping it'd finish a bit. Kind of reminds me like glitch-esque. Straight. I thought I was gonna ace it, and then it just didn't finish at all. They thought, the people behind me thought I was gonna ace it too. This might be my third video in a row that I don't get a birdie on the first hole. That being said, I do always try to ace it. Little spin putt. Always feels weird for putting. Feels so weird for putting because of like the raised middle part. It's like already slightly warped-ish. But I think that's just like kind of how it is. It feels very gummy. It feels like I could mend it to whatever. When I like, you could like pop it kind of weird. But putting is so interesting because your bottom fingers, like they feel like they should be resting here, but then they're still in the air. And so they need to go even further. So that ball isn't that bad. This is a very, very glidey disc. Oh, it did not flip up to flat as much as I wanted it to. Okay, weird little anti-putt. Just did not put enough air under it to let it flip up because it did start to flip up a bit. It's gonna be super interesting with this guy because I've noticed this already off those couple, the way that this sits in your hand, because there's that weird thumb track. Oh, forehand's gonna be interesting. Because, oh man, but the backhand, it seems to wanna, I don't know, you have to really pay attention to the grip. I don't even know how you're supposed to pay attention to it, but you have to pay attention to it some sort of way, and I did not do it right on that second hole. This is gotta give us some height. We are in a headwind, so a lot of hyzer. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting shot. 273, this is the one I don't know if I can make it to. Keep turning. Oh, that is interesting. For anyone who likes this disc, I think Dylan, Iceberg TV, I think he said this is his favorite 1-speed. Dude, you're psycho. So one thing that I always tend to get wrong with these 1-speed discs is, especially the flippy ones, I always think, oh, they're gonna flip up and turn and just ride that turn. But they don't have any ride. They just go straight, because the slower speeded disc, I think it's a 1-speed, I'm guessing, but the slower speed the disc, the less it moves laterally left to right. So even though it'll flip up to straight, it's still gonna just go on that line that I set it on. We'll put this one straight at the basket and just ace it real fast just to prove my point. Oh gosh, see? It did prove my point. It went exactly on the line that I told it to. There we go. Oh, barely. All right, so for not being able to get this disc in the air at all, this is a great hole where I have to throw over a bunch of stuff. 225, there's some wind up there too. So I think the biggest thing for me is just getting it into the field and not taking a bogey. Because the way that these Johnny Putter reviews work is if you get a bogey, the disc gets given away. Don't know if that'd be the worst in this scenario, personally. That's not bad. Oh, that's so deep. Oh my gosh. Good tree. Holy crap, that was gonna go 100 long. Kind of wondering if I should start to try to throw it at the basket, like play catch like with the Frisbee.
You need something?
Oh no, I'm good. I just threw the disc right here. I just shanked it, that's all. Oh God, I should not have stepped that. I also shouldn't have done that while they were still talking to me. Gross. Oh, so straight. I don't know, like I think I'm needing to adjust my aim point, like super left. I don't really know though. I mean, I have a putt, but you gotta really put it in the middle. There we go, finally got a birdie. I think we can still beat 4 down. Just takes a little bit of learning. Yeah, it just moves it right. I think it's just the wind. Whichever way the wind is, that's where the disc is going. I feel like the play, oh, okay. There's a little bit of a forehand around the side here. Oh my gosh. Wow, I did not even account for that wind. I thought I threw that so good. What's the weight on this guy? 154, okay, that makes sense too. It's like a glitch, just kind of worse. Yeah, the more that I throw these 1-speeds that are supposed to be glidier, like the Sonic, Polecat not as much because that was max weight, the wind, it's just wind. That's all that matters. It's fun. I think it teaches you some touch. There's a couple more holes that might be unreachable, but there's also a couple holes that we might be able to draw some metal at least. That's not the end of the world. All right, 240, kind of straight ahead there. There's the hyzer line to go through, but I think the wind's pushing the opposite way, so I think the hyzer straight line is just the better line. We're gonna go up there. Just gets too flat. That's not bad, that's a pretty good shot. Thing just keeps flipping up. I really thought that I got enough hyzer on that to have it just ride the hyzer, but we'll have a putt, and it's probably safer than trying to take this way over the top weirdo line. Let's go. All right, this hole's pretty interesting. There's a guy in front of it, but with this low branch, really gotta have that low hyzer flip. I'm gonna try to put it in between. I'm gonna try to put it to the left of this tree that's down there, so it'll finish back to the right, but it's a little bit touchy of a shot, especially with this thing, which I'm already not releasing well. Perfect. No, I thought it was perfect. Man, I thought I nailed that line. I was gonna slide it right up. Nailed the tree instead.
I did it last summer when it was
Not too frustrated about the putts. Hard to be frustrated when you're putting with a dog disc. This one's $160, straight ahead. Good ace opportunity. Just gotta focus on a little bit of spin and try and really to throw slowly. Oh my. Maybe still stay tilted though, so you throw it on hyzer. Thought I was gonna go bogey on the holes that they were talking. This is a great one for this disc to just kind of throw at it a little left and let it drift back into the chains. Just like that. Oh, I really like that shot. This is right in my eyesight. It's hard to be mad when you're playing here, especially with weird discs or discs that I'm not used to. And I'm not playing disc golf, that's a blast. All right, hole 13. One rule that I didn't explain to you guys, but you'd know if you've watched this before, is if I do bogey, I obviously have to give the disc away. But if I ace, it negates the bogey stroke. So, I mean, if I got a double, I'd have to get 2 aces, but that would have let me save this disc, because you know, I want to keep my ace discs. Hopefully we can make this one happen. It's like 230 feet. Well, I hit the tree. Oh. Unfortunate. Another ace chance. A little headwind, a little left to right. I can't believe that one didn't sneak past that. 155 feet, just straight ahead. Oh my gosh, wow, that wind really took it over. Should have put even more hyzer. I thought slight hyzer, a little bit left of it, and then right out of my hand just went to the right. Putting is so weird because every time that I putt it, my thumb starts where it normally would, which is on top of like the doggy disc part, and then it like, as it goes down, it like transfers onto this thumb track thing. I'm making some putts though. I'm not making a lot, but I'm making some. All right, 205 feet, dead ahead. Hyzer flip, wind still pushing that way. I'm gonna honestly try to not give it as much height as I have been, throw it a little lower, because I think it'll still glide enough. Oh gosh, that was the height. 4! I kept thinking it's just gonna hyzer flip and turn over like a fairway driver. It's not gonna do that. Dang it. All right, basket straight through there. There's a big hyzer, which I think is the play, but it's kind of hard with this disc. There's also just a straight. I think we're gonna go the straight over shot because that sounds more fun. I do not like this disc. That's normally what I'm aiming to. I think this just bounces out because of how glidey it is. But I mean, hitting right here in the top right, normally a pretty solid putt. This might go to the bottom of the leaderboard though. Where are we at? We got 2 holes left and we are only 3 down. Let's try to at least get 4. Let's try to at least tie the last one. 243, straight ahead. Just highly flip it up the middle. Let's finally get a good shot with this thing. Oh my gosh. That was just bad mechanics. That wasn't even the disc. That was just my fault. No. Man, I think this kind of reminds me a little bit of like those elevation discs. I might watch this back and it might completely be me, but I don't have a lot of other discs do that when I'm throwing that shot where out of the hand it just goes boom, so much on Anheuser. It kind of flips and then straightens out on that line. It's kind of weird. I did not think that I would get worse than my last one. I think I'm gonna unless I ace. I'm glad I'm giving it to one of you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Last hole, I'm ready to get off this course today. Let's ace it. Oh my gosh. Come on, that was so good. Oh, I thought I made it. This could be cool for me. Oh, let's go. What a birdie. Oh, at least we did something cool this round. Ah, not enthused by this guy or by my play. If you're better than me, I'm sure you could throw this better, but I don't see in the world where there are glitches and polecats, which are just like nice and stable and true. I don't know why anyone would ever actually throw this. It's a really cute stamp disc, and this is the new leaderboard for the Johnny Putter reviews. Not really great. As you can see, we got a straight flying putter, doing decent, still not good. I have not shot a good round here on camera. The camera does obviously take strokes, but still, I've not shot anything really good here. That was a really cool way to end it, 3 down, but we have the Savior, overstable putt and approach disc. I do need some more practice with those because I'm gonna need to bag one probably. I hope just carries the bottom forever. If you wanna check out my last Johnny Putter review, check that out right down here for the Latitude 64 Savior. Really good disc, but I don't think it has a place in my bag, and watch that video to find out why. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel and do stuff like that. Okay, love you, bye.